Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for your evening tea today. Today is going to be very exciting. We will have a real entrepreneur sharing as usual. Review of our entrepreneur. He is from Artelier Studio in Penang, and I'll show you a bit about a video about them. Okay, as you can see, Artelier Studio is an art studio in Penang. And over the period of this MCO, they have also started to re-navigate their business, and they are doing online classes now. I'll show you a bit how it looks like. So cool, right? So you can see, you can actually now teach online using art classes online, and that was a 𝗟𝗲𝗃𝗲. So a bit about me, for some of you who doesn't know me, my name is Alex Wong. I'm a qualified accountant and a founder of InTune Business Outsourcing. We are supporting every SME to become large, and how we do that is we take care of their accounts and we provide financial coaching for them. So for those of you who want to optimize your cost in finance department, or wanting to have qualified accounting service, we are the partner that you should be looking for. So as part of our care program, InTune have been running a series of Livefeed with the aim of creating a community that can provide industry relevant knowledge, education, as well as we can learn and support from each other. 2 weeks ago, we did one with Mr. King on 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗲 Custom on online t-shirt. So please go and watch our videos of previously recorded live stream if you haven't. I bumped into 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲 Art through a promotional WhatsApp offering free trial classes for my son. My son tried it, and after 3, he took it up and he enjoyed loving it. Okay, so he really enjoyed the whole work of it, and this is my son. And I never thought that someone can actually learn drawing online, and watching how 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲 Art doing it was like, wow, it was breathtaking. And knowing that my son could do this from the comfort of his home is great. And by the way, 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲 Art actually is based in Penang, but for him to be able to serve people from Klang Valley, show that the people behind the business must have done a lot of good things. So without further ado, let me introduce Mr. Bryan. Hi, Mr. Bryan. Welcome.
Hi.
So it's great to be hosting today with you. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself as the managing director and founder of 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲 Art Artelier? I'm sure the audience would love to hear from you.
Hi, this is Mr. Bryan. So 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 Art Artelier is actually in Penang. Okay, and 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 Art Artelier has a lot of programs, and to have languages, we have Malay, we have English, we have maths, and a lot of things. And we teach using art. It's like we implement this to have art element in our program, because we want to enhance the creativity in every kid. Yeah.
Okay, so as we all know now, RMO is now in the recovery phase, and many businesses are still working on adjusting and adapting to the life of COVID-19. So with so many SOP and regulation in place, let's see how some of our business people have re-navigate and redesign their business. So let me check with you, Bryan. What made you start 𝗟𝗫𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 Art Artelier? What was the inspiration behind starting the business?
Okay. My career journey is actually quite how to say, it's like a bit weird. Why? Initially, I'm actually I wanted to be a doctor, and I have my offer from UK,
Wow.
but I didn't go for the study, and I came to Penang to finish my study in building surveying. It's a combination of architectural and quantity surveying.
Wow. And now to art.
Yeah, so yes.
So what
And
start the company and suddenly like one day you say, okay, I think art is for me.
okay, I involved in education since I was 18 actually, and I used to teach SPM and STPM. So even I was studying in my university, I have my part-time job as a tutor and to teach SPM and STPM. And until one day, my boss was asking me to replace a teacher. He asked me whether you can replace him or not because the teachers couldn't attend a class. So I said, okay, let me try for the art class. So once I entered the class, I was like, oh my God, because it was a crayon class. I was not familiar with crayon at all. But somehow when I entered the class, I was just like, okay, let me try. So I finished the lesson. It was quite fun and I was happy. I was really, really happy. And that was my first art class. And after that, one day my boss, he came to me. I was 22nd that time. I was 22nd. And he came to me, he asked me, he said, I have the intention to hire you as my employee under art. He wants to build out a new company. He started up a new company, art school. So he said, I have the intention to hire you as my full-time employee. And then the moment he asked me, I was like stuck because I don't have that intention. I thought I can just have this as my part-time job while I'll continue my study. So I told him, I said, I need time. I need time to think about it. Give me one night. I will get back to you the next day. And the next day, I came to him. I said, I'm not interested to be your employee, but I'm interested to be your partner.
Wow.
So yeah, we set up this company in 1 month, in a month. Yeah, with uniform, bag, drawing blocks, printed drawing blocks, everything in 1 month. And that time I was a student, so I don't have much capital to start up a business. So what I did, because I used to have to take quite a few of taking off job and other projects. So I some projects I outsource I get from other people. So I earn part-time. I need extra income for myself. So yeah, to back up, because I don't know what is going to happen in future. So I need money to back up myself. Yeah, and then I earn and also to start up this business. And when I start a business quite well because I don't see any other art center, art programs, art school. So other than global arts and not much art center actually. So I have the intention I want to make it a very big center, a very big company. And after that, we run it almost a year. We have quite a number of students. So throughout the process, right, both of us, I mean, my partner and I, we were having different vision. Yeah, we have different vision. That's why we just broke up, and then yeah, I left the center. I left the center, and I set up my own. Yeah, 𝗟𝗏 Art Artelier. So quite a few people, a lot of people asking, what does it mean 𝗟𝗏 Art Artelier? For me, right, if you love arts, you have to start color yourself. You have to be to have colors in your life, to be colorful or whatever. It's you have to love yourself first. That's why I named it like Me Art Artelier, because yeah, color myself before other things.
It's a beautiful name. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful name. So how was starting your own business feels like? What were some of your, how was the starting process? What were some of your struggle or your breakthrough?
Okay. I think it's the same like for everyone to start out a new business and start from zero. I enroll students like it takes times, and I have to try, really do whatever it takes. I went to school and to distribute flyers, and then do online Facebook, Instagram, and promote myself, and then yeah, to like do whatever it takes. It's like I even like went to where was it already? A mall, and I distributed flyers to the mall. So I made myself into a clown, you know.
Oh,
So I
okay.
just go out and do the marketing job for my
I see.
company.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's important attitude. I think a lot of people always think that starting own business is rosy, and sometimes people forget to see the starting process can be very, very challenging. Can be very, very challenging. So when MCO came, what were some of your how did this idea about going online come about?
Okay, it's very interesting, right? Because the first intention I want to start up this online class wasn't to enroll students. I
Okay.
just want to make a difference to people, because I myself were like stuck in the house and in my house, and then I can't do anything. So I was thinking like, if I can do something different to the community, to the people, right? I can make a difference. So that afternoon, I remember that evening before it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So I grabbed a piece of paper and I started to draw something else. I remember the title was like a boy, and he grabbed to his meal, his McDonald's. I just sketched it and I posted to Facebook, my page. And I said, I have a free experience for you guys. You can experience drawing with me, cartoon drawing. And welcome to join me. It's free preview. It's free classes, not preview. It's free classes. I want you to experience. I even enroll the parents to join. So the first class, first night, it was 50 students. 50 students in the Zoom.
Wow.
Yeah, 50 students. So we had fun, and we drew together, and we were quite happy. And I ran this for 2 weeks time. So for 2 weeks for free. There were parents like asking me like, why do you give free things to other people? I said, no harm. It's like I don't mind to give free classes to other people. I just want to make a difference. So even you yourself, you as a parent, you don't have chance to learn arts before, but you have the chance right now. You have the opportunity to do what you like right now. So not like to sit at home and watch TV and sleep, eat every day. So and the numbers grew from day to day, and then I remember the largest number was 180 plus. We were having
Wow.
it together. Yeah.
Keep marking all the drawing 180. Oh my goodness. And you do all this by
Then
yourself?
yeah. And I told my team, I said, it's possible. I have tried this and they love it. Let's try it. And then after the 2 weeks time, right, I get my team to launch free preview, free experience. I said, I don't mind free classes. You just go and try, because we were all new to this. I mean, to these online classes. So instead of like afraid of judgment and how people judge us, like, oh, you cannot teach online. Why not just give yourself a try? So we all went out and we tried. And it works. So after that, we launched online classes.
I think that's one of the key things. Is really during challenging time, it's really about taking risks. I mean, whatever you're doing, if you look at it in the business industry, it's really nothing new. People give sample all the time. When you go to supermarket, they open a packet and they let you try to eat for free. So that's the simple thing that you're doing. But to attempt it to actually do it online and give it free, that is something very inspiring. I think it opened up a lot of things. When I saw your classes, it reminded me of my daughter's class when she did ballet. Even beginning, the school said close. After 1 minute, said cannot, because the student needs to continue to practice their ballet. She started online ballet. I was like, ballet online? Cannot. And then when I saw her do it, I was like, oh my God, it's actually possible. So yeah, I think it's people like you or people like my daughter's teacher that take risks and create something new, suddenly open up a different world of opportunity. And I want to thank you for that, to also inspire a lot of other people that sometimes in business where we don't know certain things is not to be afraid, not to think too much. I think sometimes one of the my own business coach actually told me during MCO, he said, Alex, imagine for the next 100 days, whatever people tell you, just say yes. I said, huh? Just say yes? Whatever people ask you to try, just say yes first and try. And I remember starting my first Facebook Live, like within 5 days after MCO, I was like, huh? Zoom? I don't even know what the hell is Zoom. And I said, okay, yes. I remember my coach tell me yes. Okay, yes. And I really had no clue. And that's how we started the online community in InTune too. So yeah, that is how. So what were some of your challenge moving from offline to online? What were some of the challenges or struggle that you have?
Okay. The first struggle is actually how to educate people to adapt to online classes. This is the first thing. It's like most of the parents, right? They have the belief like you have to coach my son face to face, and he can learn something from you, not online. So I have arguments like I received quite a lot of feedbacks from parents like my son cannot sit still, and then my son cannot focus, my son cannot do this and that. So throughout the the progress, right, I was figuring out like how to attract their attention. So what I did like in the classes, like I even like I do makeup in a class because I want to attract their attention. And most of the parents also they have like believe like previously they can send their kids to the center. Okay, I let my son come to a center and to study, to learn, so I can have my own time, privacy time, my shopping time. But right now they don't have the so-called shopping time, their own time. They have to sit beside their kids and then to look after their kids. So at first I thought it's like not possible, because how can the parents like sit beside their kids to look after their kids? And we are actually building a culture and also leading them to a path that it's possible, because we need to teach the kids maybe for first time, second time, third times. And when it becomes an attitude or a behavior, you don't even have to lead them how to do. They know what to do. Yeah, so it's possible. And the second one is like I get feedback from parents also like, oh my God, you want to give free things to other people? Why? If you want, you are keep giving like free classes to other people. So why don't I just go to your free classes? I don't have to enroll to your class. It's fine for me. And the first thing I told him, it was like, okay, you can actually go to my free classes. I have a lot of free classes. But there are people appreciate our effort. There are people who want to learn. They have the desire to learn more than just free trial. So you have a choice. You can choose. I don't force you like to come to my class. Yeah, but my intention is actually to let you experience differently. You can study, you can learn, you can gain new knowledge. Even it's open to all ages, not only to kids, also to adults. So I have adults in my classes. I have
Wow.
adults. Yes,
Wow.
it's like 40 years old, 50 years old. They are willing to learn. So
That's
I'm really
awesome.
happy to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also good in a way that they have their own privacy when they do drawing. I remember when Ryan started beginning, I need to sit with him for a bit. But quickly after a while, I even asked you to add him into the group and then he deal directly with you. So I think some of the challenge is the parent also need to be able to adjust and adapt to the new norm. Because likewise, not just with you, now Google Classroom, they are taking classes online. So parents need to be different, work as differently together with the children as they also learn. So I think that's an important message that the parents need to know lah. So parents, if you guys outside there, not just your kid need to adjust, we as parents also need to adjust. It's all about our attitude and point of view. Okay. So how many students are you teaching currently based on your current online model?
It's almost okay. We exclude the official online class, which is our current, those offline, because we are switching the offline to online. So the online that we enroll during the MCO, it's almost 350 students, approximately 400 students.
Wow.
Yeah, from different states, different from overseas as well. I got a student from Dublin.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
Yes, it's possible.
it is. So I mean, if you ask me a normal studio to have 400 students would go crazy, but based on your model, 400, I think is just a beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you foresee opening up for you and your center? Because I also noticed you are going beyond just your current model. You can actually offer beyond color or art classes. You can also offer other things. And are you working with other partners to expand the business model that you have?
Oh yeah, we are expanding. It's like, because I have the previously I have the belief like, okay, to expand my business, it must be offline. I have to open, like I have to like to have like more than like 10 centers, like in Malaysia, maybe in KL five centers, and or in Sabah Sarawak. But right now for me, it's like it's okay for me to have a few centers in Penang, but at the same time I can have my online classes, and I can enroll people, from different places.
Yeah.
And also I foresee, like, because we have the MCO, right? We have the MCO, like it's like we control. We were controlled to stay at home, but the virus is still there. The virus is still out there. Just that we didn't go out, so the virus didn't infect anyone. But if you notice, right, the news, India or the other
China.
countries, they have second wave. They have
Second or
second
third
wave.
wave. Yeah, it's very possible,
Yeah.
which is true.
So instead of like waiting, because I know some of the not even parents some of us like keep waiting for it to happen. It's like, okay, MCO is going to be lifted, and I can run my business now. I can open my shop. I can do this and that. But what if the second wave hit again? Yeah.
I think that's the key question, which is very, very real. I think a lot of people think that life will go back to normal. It will never be normal. I think we are at a new era where with this, I view COVID-19 like cancer or HIV. It's something that I must learn to live with. It's not something that will just go away, even with vaccine or whatever not. I think this will take a long time for it to settle down or to move to a new phase. And even now, going out, we makan also very different already. Go shopping also very different already. So what tips do you have for our entrepreneurs out there who could be struggling or who wanted to remodel their business? What tips can you give to them?
Okay, the only tips I can give them is like, whatever people ask you to do, say yes. Try.
That
Be up
was
to
so
ideas,
hard for me, you know. That was so hard for me. In the then I like because of that I did so many crazy things. Like just as someone asked me, hey, this new Panjana got this thing where you can do hiring technique, talent. Can you do this and then do for 299 for the employer? I say, huh? Okay, I say yes first. You know, and after a while, it opened up a lot of new doors. It is amazing when I learned to say yes and try new things. Maybe out of 10, 7 or 8 new things might come out. And I think saying yes is a very important thing.
Yeah, like what I have to. I mean, if there's a will, there's always a way. If you want to do it, you will do it. You will do
Correct.
whatever it takes.
Correct. So, do you have any question for me? Do you have any question for me before I show a presentation on the strategy that me and my firm that we have come up with to help entrepreneurs?
I'm really like, I feel happy because you have this opportunity to get other people to know more about the other, about the other entrepreneurs, and also they know how to shift in their life, and also like how to be creative. Yeah. And also when you invite me to this like live, I was like, really? I couldn't sleep, you know. Yeah, I don't know like how can I inspire other people, how to inspire other people. But I have this in my mind. It's like I want to be a leader, so I want to inspire other people, other leaders as well, other business owner. If you want to inspire your staff, right, you have to be the source to create everything. You have to experience from zero to hero, then you can enroll them to your vision.
True. Okay, so InTune, what we have done during this MCO period, number one thing good is we have been one of the pioneer in accounting firm. What we do, we actually just do accounts for our client. So say, for example, like your business, we actually can do accounts for you from the comfort of our own office. And our whole model is online. So actually during MCO, our whole business is COVID proof. So we are not affected. Our online banking, we have online accounting. We have set that up for our client. It's designed to work from home or work from anywhere. So in fact, we have clients from overseas. When they travel, they can instantly access to their accounts or issue invoice or issue receipt. So that's what one of the things that we have done. So bringing from this MCO, it only brings us closer to the online community. And that's one thing that we have done. So during this whole COVID-19, we have created an InTune sustainability program. One of it is to work with entrepreneurs like yourself, where we can feature entrepreneurs to show entrepreneurs that there is hope and there is a way that we can turn the business to the other way. Okay, so we have come up with instant financial plan modeling that we have worked with all our clients, where we sit down with them in an hour over Zoom. They give us their number. We can tell them exactly what will happen to their business in 12 months. So they know how to re-strategize their business. It's like driving a car. Now I know how much fuel I have. I know how much speed I need to pick up to have their own financial dashboard to determine, number one, should I cut costs? If I were to remodel my business, how much investment I need to put in? How do I need to create sales differently? And we are here to provide that kind of service to our SME. So let me share my screen. I will talk a bit about how we do it. Okay, so this is InTune, and so reinventing and re-navigating self with COVID-19. This is one of our main things, and our vision is we want to support every SME so that they can become large. So that a lot of business people, they are very good in business. So we want them to leave the numbers and the back end to us so we can handle the back end for them. Then they can just focus on operation and they can focus on delivery. Okay, so we came up with a 4A strategy as part of a COVID-19 response, okay, in order to reinvent and re-navigate. So today, the first thing is to accept that this COVID-19 is here to stay. I will focus more on adjustability today and actionability. So that is the 4A that we have developed with our client. So the most important thing is to know the consequences if I do not shift or I do not do anything about it. So a lot of business and entrepreneurs become irrelevant and they become obsolete. They are like Nokia or BlackBerry when Apple came out, and they still want to hold on to their Symbian OS or their keyboard where people are moving to app-based. And the inability to adjust also will make the person feel stuck or stressed, and their business and their people become ineffective and inefficient. Okay, and as a result, either they get retrenched or the business will need to close down or people will need to lose job and lose money. So a lot of time, a lot of business owners, they don't take the next step. It's because they don't look at what is the impact if I don't do something about it. And this is something that a question that I always pose to the business owner. Always remember that if you choose not to do anything, the consequences will still come and knock on our door. So hence, adjustability is what we focus on, the ability to adjust. So why we are also called InTune is we constantly tune. We are like a music station. Imagine if you're in KL and you're listening to Mix FM 94.3. The moment you go to Perak or you go to Penang, it would not be 94.3. It requires adjustment. And that's where the adjustability comes in. So what does it mean by being able to adjust? Okay, is to look at what do I adjust? Where do I adjust? Ask all these questions and then ask how do I adjust? Just like how 𝗟𝗏 Atelier has do it, like, you know, why do I need to adjust? This COVID-19 will be here to stay. So if how do I then, what do I adjust? How do I go from offline to online? Where do I adjust? Start with free sample, you know, and then when do I adjust? Of course, now. And important is think about the consequences if I do not adjust. And I think this is the key information we want all business owners to think about. Actually, yesterday I was just having some durian kampung for the longest time. Then it reminded me of this quote from Forrest Gump. Life is a box of chocolate. It's like durian kampung. When I eat durian kampung, I don't know what is the flavor. It's not like Musang King. It's not predictable. So life sometimes can be very uncertain, but with that risk-taking can also be excitement. So adjustment is part of life, and life is always never rosy. And it is worth living. So the whole idea is to take risks and to try something, because you never know what you're going to get.
Correct.
So this is the sample of 𝗟𝗏 art where they give free trial classes. So this giver's gain is a great concept, and this was what attracted me to join. And I love the cute cartoon that 𝗟𝗏 Atelier have. It's just beautiful and it's awesome. In fact, my son loved it. Okay. So the next thing after you do adjustment is actually take action. A lot of people or a lot of business owners sometimes come and see us, they get a financial plan or they have an idea. The challenge is they sit on it, they don't take action. So like if you see from when people like Bryan, when they take action, the ability to take action is what creates result. The moment I am not taking action, it's just a concept in the head. So it's like living a vision in a dream form. So it's important not to lie on the bed. It's always important to wake up and take action about it. So again, when it comes to taking action, what does it mean? Ask yourself, what action must I take? And if you're not clear, ask yourself in a different way, what risk must I take in order to make things work? Then look up where. Test and measure. Sometimes you may not know what will actually work. It's actually taking it and giving it a try. So even with us, when we do financial planning for our client, we actually have a few different simulations. And then from there, work out an action plan and then jump in. Jump in and take action now, and then look at it and see whether it works. If it doesn't work, do something else and then find until you get the result. And importantly, if I do not take action, that is where the consequences that we talk about will come. Okay, so knowing is really not enough. Willing is also not enough. We must take action, and it is action that creates result. If you are not getting the result that you want in life, for all business owners out there, it's because you are not taking risks to take action. Okay, So importantly, with all this live feed in the market, all this training is always about taking action, and that's how 𝗟𝗏 Atelier start the beginning of a new era. You know, by them taking action, going out there, trying Zoom classes, and that's where people like Bryan are successful in life, because they willing to try something new, to go beyond the limiting belief or the judgment where people might have about online classes. Certainly, online classes will not be the same with offline, but it does deliver maybe 70 to 80%. And with that also, it brings the cost down. Now you don't need a fixed center to actually run it. So when we sit down with some of our clients that move from offline to online, we notice that they can bring their price down to a very affordable level as well, and they can cover a wider gap of audience as well. So this is my son, this is how he learned online, and I think he did it perfectly, and he really enjoyed. He will, every week he will look forward to drawing, and he'll be very proud to show us of his drawing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So in short, this is what the growth mindset is. I always tell people, if you are comfortable, you are not growing. So growth only happens in this zone called uncomfortable. So if you want to grow, you need to feel uncomfortable, and uncomfortable is part of the process because it's uncertain. We are doing something new. We are taking action. We are adjusting to something new. I don't know whether I'll get it or not. And this is part of the growth mindset. And when we are able to master this growth mindset is where real result will happen. And failing is part of the program. You cannot be winning every single deal. Cannot be every direction that we take, we will strike jackpot on. So if you can get 50%, I think it's already a good deal. So learn to be uncomfortable if we want to grow. So this is the 𝗟𝗏 Me Art Artelier promotion. So take note of Bryan's number there. So you go and try out. Think big. This is a beautiful promotion. So you can register and get this free. So that you get to sample some of the drawing that Bryan will be drawing live with you guys. And the good news is, it's 6 years old to adult. So even I can try if I want. So I'm inviting all of you to take advantage of this big cartoon drawing promotion that Bryan has. Okay, so for some of the audience who wants an ebook, so we also have an ebook for you. So in business, we always say you must know your most important number. So we have a link here. Later, I'll also post in the WhatsApp group. Type in your promo code number. We will send you an ebook for you to know when you run your business, what is the most important number you must know. Okay, so with that, let me stop my sharing. Yeah, so that's a bit about what we do. So it's really about taking adjustment and taking action. Like Bryan will be a great inspiration, and I'm proud to feature and have a chat with people like Bryan. So anything else from you, Bryan, before we close the session today?
Yeah, you just reminded me that adjust, adapt,
take action.
Yes, you just reminded me. This is very important during this current, in this current situation, because if we are still keen to be like the others say, like, I want to be like that. Yeah, you can. But you know, there are people, there are people out there, they will replace you. They will definitely replace you. So it's your choice. You want to be there, to be stagnant, or you want to be outrageous. It's okay, because my friends always ask me that, why are you so outrageous? I said, I have nothing to lose. It's only your face, right? Nothing to lose. It's whether you want to become a bigger one or you want to be stagnant. That's all.
Yeah,
throughout the process, you will still learn.
Yeah, but sometimes when you go all out, and this is what happened. You see, when you take risks. So you never know. A lot of time we were so worried about losing, but we never think about what value would I get when I take risks and I actually win. How about when I actually win? So I've seen a lot of business that shifted that. They created amazing results. So we will be featuring a lot of other entrepreneurs like yourself to also show the business market and the entrepreneur that it is possible. I am 43. Okay, so I went through the 1997 economic crisis where internet first came in around year 2000. That has shifted the entire world in terms of how businesses were made. So I view COVID-19 a bit like the internet boom. When internet came, a lot of business owners say, no lah, internet can never take over traditional business one. We are lao jiao one, so we will definitely be around one. You know, and I think that was when this refusal to adjust and adapt is made a lot of new entrepreneurs like yourself or myself came up to do business. No, even in last time when I started my own business, I say, how am I going to serve SME? I cannot charge them 10,000 for my accounting service. But if I can do it in my office and I can serve 50 clients, each client give me 1,000 or 2,000 bucks. With 50,000, I can hire a team. I can actually serve the client. So it's very similar with what you are creating for your client. And it's really about taking that risk and trying it. Yeah, in fact, when I first started InTune, a lot of people say I'm crazy. So like, you sure not? Everyone want to do audit, everyone to do tax. Why you go and do account? The least valuable one. But I say, but that is what the market needs. And I think that's how I started InTune too.
Wow, good job.
So any question from the floor? If you have a question from the floor, please type your question and we will be more than happy to share with you. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah. So if you are first time, please give us a shout out. And if you got any question for me and Brian, we are more than happy to take your question online. Yeah. So really it's about having the ability to adjust and take action. And I'm proud to say that 𝗟𝗏 Atelier has done that beautifully. And yeah, cross-border, imagine having now the traditional tuition art classes can never beat what you have in terms of your ability to adjust and adapt. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, look like there's no question from the floor, but if you have anything, please be in touch with Brian directly, or if you need any support in terms of your business, please come to me directly. And I want to end this session with saying that with InTune, our vision is to support every SME to become large, and we are creating an online community with people like Brian, real entrepreneur like Brian, to show you that it is possible. Any last word from you, Mr. Brian, before we call the day off?
Okay, I want to empower and acknowledge all the teachers. Okay, why? Because I know it's like it's very tough for all the teachers actually. I also wish all the parents can really appreciate, be thankful to your teacher. Why? It's like to prepare online lesson. It's very hectic. It's very tiring. And I'm actually make a video. I haven't uploaded it yet. I want to upload it to YouTube, and I will send to all the parents and let them see what is a routine for a teacher. It's like it might take like from morning until midnight time to burn the midnight oil to do all the work. So I want to thank all the teachers, no matter where. I mean, all around the world. Yeah, and also parents, and try to support each other. Yeah, be supportive to each other, to any career, any occupation. Yeah. So also thank you, Alex Wong, for giving me this platform to. Yeah.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Like I said, we shared this word together, and yeah, it's important because I think there were a lot of the more senior teacher, they are really struggling with Google Classroom. I remember when I first started Zoom, when my son had Google Classroom, I have to teach my son and to tell the teacher how to control everyone is screaming in the classroom. So yeah, it is true. So we must have the compassion and the empathy for those who are learning online and presenting online, because it's definitely much harder. You can't just intervene. And I remember even my daughter, and doing ballet, one the teacher would be on the Zoom there looking at everybody, making sure their pose are correct, their stance are correct, while one person at the back trying to demo the pose, So it's actually very taxing and very tiring as well. So yeah, and I want to acknowledge all the teachers outside there. Thank you for making a stand for all the students in this hard time. I know you guys have done your best, and we are proud to have you. Thank you, everybody. With that, have a good Sunday. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.